So last week I did something I almost never do as an introvert. I went to an in-person networking event about AI in Atlanta. And within the first 20 minutes, someone drops this stat. 95% of AI initiatives fail. MIT research. Now, I'm the CEO of Seller Labs. We build AI tools for Amazon sellers. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh crap, are we part of that 95%? Are the tools you're using part of that 95%? But here's what really got me. By the end of the night, I realized why most Amazon sellers are struggling with AI. And it has nothing to do with the technology. Let me tell you what happened. Look, I'll be honest with you. As an introvert with a large family, the last thing I want to do is drive to Atlanta on a Thursday night for a networking event. But I kept seeing the same pattern with Amazon sellers. Everyone's being told they need to use AI or they'll be left behind. Every tool is suddenly AI powered. Every guru has an AI course. Every Facebook group is arguing about which AI tool is best. And sellers are paralyzed. They don't know what to trust. They don't know what's real versus what's just marketing hype. I realized I'm building these tools, but do I actually understand why some AI projects work and others fail? So I went to this tech series event at Lifetime Work. Panel discussions, keynote speakers, the whole thing. 80 to 100 founders and executives all trying to figure out this AI thing. And what I learned changed how I think about AI for Amazon sellers completely. Hi, my name is Mike Din, Non-Din's AI avatar. Non and the Seller Labs team have written the script for this video. We have sold over $80 million on Amazon since 2012. We're your guide to the AI revolution in e-commerce. If you like this, click like and subscribe to join the AI revolution. First keynote is Sean Wood from Human Pilots AI. He opens with 80% of AI initiatives don't meet their objectives. Not 80% fail completely. 80% don't even meet their basic goals. Then Misha Solpovar from Chair former IBM Watson guy takes the stage. MIT says 95% of AI initiatives fail. I'm sitting there going, wait, if 95% fail, what makes the 5% succeed? Then Sean says something that made everything click. AI acts as a mirror to who your company really is. Great teams magnify their strengths. Bad culture companies? AI magnifies their dysfunction. And suddenly I'm thinking about Amazon seller businesses. You know that seller who's always chasing the next shiny object? Never finishes implementing anything. Jumps from tool to tool. AI doesn't fix that. It makes it worse. Now they're half implementing 3 different AI tools, none of them talking to each other, creating more chaos than before. But that seller who's disciplined, has clean data, actually follows through on testing, AI becomes rocket fuel for them. Then Sarah Woodward with AI Growth Ops drops this bomb. We're seeing shadow IT everywhere. Leadership says no AI tools yet, so employees are using ChatGPT on their personal devices anyway. We've lost control, and I immediately thought, this is happening with Amazon sellers too. VA teams are using AI to write listings without telling you. Your PPC manager is using AI to generate ad copy. Your customer service team is using ChatGPT to answer support tickets. But nobody's talking about it. Nobody's checking if the output is actually good. Nobody's verifying accuracy. One of the keynote speakers said, stop thinking of AI as magic. The biggest barrier to adoption is going from, wow, magic, to actually understand what it does. Here's what this means for Amazon sellers. When a tool says AI-powered listing optimization, ask, what data is it trained on? Is it using your product category data? Is it just running your title through ChatGPT and calling it AI-powered? I'll give you a real example from Seller Labs. We built an AI tool that analyzes your Amazon data. Early on, it told a seller they had $32,000 in removal fees. Sounds magical, right? AI found a huge problem. Except when we dug deeper, the actual removal fees were $675. The AI was looking at operational request data, not actual billing data. If we had treated it like magic and just trusted the output, that seller would have panicked over nothing. The lesson: you need to understand what data your AI tool is using, even if you don't understand the AI itself. Sean would describe this pattern. Companies get stuck in pilot purgatory. They run disconnected pilots that never scale. They skip the foundation. I see this with Amazon sellers all the time. They try Helium 10's AI features for a month. Then they try ChatGPT for listing optimization. Then they try some AI repricing tool. Nothing connects. Nothing builds on the previous test. They're in pilot purgatory, constantly testing, never actually implementing. The successful 5%, they pick one thing, build the foundation, and scale it before moving to the next thing. Misha Sulpovar talked about the execution gap, and this one hit hard. He said, AI gives you capabilities, but you still need two things: domain knowledge and discipline. Here's what that means. You can have the best AI listing tool in the world, but if you don't understand Amazon's A9 algorithm, buyer psychology, and your specific category dynamics, the AI will generate garbage. And even if the AI generates something good, if you don't have the discipline to test it, measure it, and iterate on it, it's worthless. AI doesn't replace your expertise. It amplifies it. If you have weak Amazon knowledge, AI amplifies that weakness. If you have strong knowledge but weak execution, AI can't fix that either. There was this moment during the networking reception, yes. I actually stayed for the networking part, growth, where I was talking to a founder building AI tools for enterprise companies. I asked him, what's the difference between the 5% that succeed and the 95% that fail? He said, the 5% understand they're not buying magic. They're buying a tool that requires them to change how they work. The 95% think they can bolt AI onto their existing mess and everything will just work. And I realized, this is exactly what's happening with Amazon sellers and AI. You can't bolt AI listing optimization onto your existing process where you write listings at midnight after 3 glasses of wine. You can't bolt AI repricing onto your strategy where you randomly change prices based on feelings. You can't bolt AI customer service onto your process where you don't even have templates or response guidelines. AI requires you to have a process first. Then it makes that process better. So here's what I learned works, both from the event and from seeing it play out with Seller Labs customers. Start with one problem. Not use AI for everything. Pick one specific problem. I need to analyze which keywords are wasting money. I need to understand which products are cannibalizing each other. I need to identify my most profitable customer segments. One problem. One AI tool. Master it. Then move to the next. Verify everything at first. Brian Fletcher from FM said, we're in the new primitive stage. You still have to drive. AI is the co-pilot, not the pilot. This means, for the first month, check everything your AI tool outputs. When our MCP tool at Seller Labs tells you something about your data, spot check it. Look at the actual numbers in Seller Central. Verify the logic. Not forever, just until you understand how it thinks and where it might be wrong. Build your foundation. Remember that mirror concept? If your business is chaotic, AI mirrors chaos. Before you go deep on AI, clean up your data. Document your current process. Set clear metrics for success. Create a testing framework. Boring? Yes. Necessary? Absolutely. Embrace, try before you deny. This was Ethan's phrase, try before you deny. Don't let fear stop you from testing. But also don't let FOMO rush you into half-implementing everything. The 5% that succeed, they test deliberately. They don't wait for perfection. But they also don't jump at every shiny object. Here's the last thing that really stuck with me. Multiple speakers use this phrase, fog of war. Nobody knows exactly how this AI revolution plays out. Nobody has the roadmap. It's all happening too fast. Misha said, we're dealing with probabilistic technology. We don't even fully understand how it works under the hood. But here's what we do know. Change is coming faster than any previous technology shift. The companies that experiment deliberately will win. The companies that wait for certainty will be left behind. But the companies that adopt blindly will waste money and time. For Amazon sellers, this means you can't afford to ignore AI, but you also can't afford to blindly trust it. You need to be in the middle, testing, learning, verifying, scaling what works. Look, I'm not going to stand here and tell you Seller Labs has all the answers. We're part of this 95% statistic risk just like everyone else. But here's what I know works. We built an MCP integration that lets you ask questions about your Amazon data in plain English. Not because it's magic, because it connects to your actual data and gives you answers you can verify. We're using AI for what AI is actually good at, finding patterns in massive data sets that humans would miss. If you want to see how this works, not the hype version, the real version where we show you the data and you verify it yourself, go to sellerlabs.com. And whether you check out our tools or not, Remember this: AI is a mirror. It will reflect who you are as a business. Make sure you like what you see before you amplify it. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments. What's one AI tool you've tried that actually worked? And what's one that was pure hype? Visit our website at www.sellerlabs.com/ to learn more about us and our AI solutions. I'll see you in the next one.